Day 2, World Champs, and the theme so far, anything goes. Been saying all year, once you get to World Champs, all bets are off, and already we've seen some wild stuff. We've seen Mexico's threes stun Evandro and Arthur, the 40 beating the 8, wild results. We've seen Austria's twos beat their ones, which at the beginning of the year I wouldn't have said was surprising. Now it's pretty surprising. Seen Cuba beat the Czech Republic. Wild days, just all tight matches. We've seen Trevor and Theo go to 3. Chaim came, just lost a close match to Poland 21-19, 21-19. We saw Italy's twos women take in Barbara and Carol to 3. We saw Thailand take in Nook and Joanna to 3. Wild stuff out here in Tlaxcala on day 1 and 2. And so now we're almost coming down to the end of pool play. And it's just going to be who can win the third sets for the most part. It's just thrilling stuff out here in Tlaxcala, Mexico.
Today went well. Alix and I got our first dub at World Champs. We've only had one match together previously before this match, so trying to go in with no expectations and just believe and fight every point, and we got the dub. The fans in Mexico are incredible. They made me this bracelet. I bet they're making them for everyone, but I felt very special. They all want photos, autographs, like they're just cheering their hearts out, so fans here are great.
Producer 3 says we're rolling. Welcome to the office, Frito. This is where I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This is where I prep for all the commentating matches. We're 8 matches in now, and the Americans are off to a decent start. Bit of a rocky start, not as rocky as the Brazilian men. You had Evandro and Arthur lose to Mexico's threes, and then you had Pedro and Guto drop to China, who's not a bad team, but that's not the loss that you're looking for. Meanwhile, the American women off to a kick-ass start. Story of the day, Alix Klineman and Hailey Harward. Alix just had a kid, and they just beat Sinja Tillman and Svenja Mewhirter, the bronze medalists a year ago at the World Championships, and we're going to have a big story on them coming to you. Therese Cannon and Megan Kraft, not Deanna Kraft, who was actually shown on the graphics on VBTV, hilariously enough. They got their first win over Mexico today. Kelly Chang, Sarah Hughes just trashing teams right now. They're 2-0. Kristen Nuss, Taryn Cloth beat Japan. So the American women, per usual, kicking ass, taking names as they do. For the men, the biggest match of the night was the nightcap match between Trevor, Crabb, and Theo Brunner and Chase Budinger and Miles Evans. And that was essentially, in time will tell, but that could be the match that essentially breaks pool. You needed to win that match. If you lose it, as Chase and Miles did, now they're in a tough situation, have to beat Ukraine, and then need some help from Trevor and Theo, and that they need to lose by a lot to George and Andre on Wednesday. So that was a hugely, hugely important match for the Americans.
Finally get served. Please. It's nice to get a break once in a while.
I was trying to go see you, my legs just collapsed.
I mean, when you sign out at 800, you got to serve the other guy.
He has one good side out.
Meanwhile, Trine came, lost a close one to Poland, so they will have to rebound tomorrow. Well, you'll see this whenever you see it. On Wednesday against Chile's twos, No Advania and Vicente Droguet, who have a good history here. They won a silver medal here a year ago. And meanwhile, Miles Partain, the young Jedi of USA Volleyball, off to an awesome start. Him and Andy Benish, they beat a very good Venezuelan team and made them look very bad. 21-9, 21-13. That Venezuelan team then beat France's ones, Yusuf Crew and Arnaud Gauthier. And then Partain and Benish had a tremendous match against Hendrik Moll and Matthias Bernstein in front of 5,000 strong on center court in the Bull Ring. Vibes were off the charts. So they're 2-0, assured of not just breaking pool, but being into the round of 32, regardless of what happens for the rest of pool. So they're in the driver's seat. And that's it for day 2 here in Tlaxcala.